Hi everybody, it's Julie. I'm showing my video of my scrap room, and as you walk inside, I have my table and my computer and all of my my workspace here. And if you look above that, I have all of the shelves that my husband just put up for me. On the top shelf there, I have chipboard that I've cut up from boxes that we've had around the house, and then all my clear stamps are in the next box. And then there's, in those three bins, there is alphabets, chipboard alphabets, all separated by letter. And then in the inbox box that's above it are all of my swaps that are ready to go out. And then I have this cute birdhouse that my friend Mandy from YPP gave me, and I put all of my beaded charms on them. And then I have a bin full of embellishments, and then my cutter, and that cutter really doesn't go there, but I don't know where to put it yet. And then I have a bucket full of punches, and then I have more punches on the wall. And then my stick pins and another container with embellishments on it, and then there's some jewelry findings and things behind there. And then we've got some baskets here underneath the shelves that we just put in, and that one is like perfect for my ATG gun. And then that one, I'm not sure what I'm going to put in it yet because my webcam is right there, so I have to, put stuff in there that won't bother with that. And then on my desk, I have my carousel that has all my tools in it, and some paintbrushes, and some distress inks, and some blending pads for my blending tool. And then if you turn around the corner here, on the wall on these shelves, these are all like thin shelves, and it has all of my embellishments, like my laces and flowers and bling and buttons, and just about anything that can be stored in a jar is stored in a jar up there. And then I have, on this shelf, I have like my homemade glimmer mist and the Lindy Stamp Gang stuff that I have, which isn't very much. And then my alcohol inks and my stickles, and then all of my craft paint and my dyes that I use to color my homemade glimmer mist. And then underneath the shelf is where I store all of my stickers, like alphabet stickers and rub-ons and things like that. And then I have my silhouette and my printer. And then on the shelves below, these are kind of like in progress because I don't really know what I'm going to do with these. There's just like copy paper and some more embellishments and some glues and stuff like that. And then I have 3 Jetmax cubes, and on them I have like old dictionaries and some art glues and some glue sticks. And then in these drawers here I have envelopes and small chipboard. And then I have like old mini albums that before I really knew how to make mini albums. And then I have like this whole drawer full of flowers that I think I'm going to do something with. I just don't know what yet. And then a whole drawer full of alphabet rub-ons. And then in those 2 glass door Jetmax cubes is glitter and some more chipboard and some metallic rub-ons and my watercolor pencils. And then if we come around the corner here, I have a couple shelves that, these 2 are empty. I had punches on there and they made the shelves like almost fall off the wall. So now I have to figure out something else to put there. And then I have tulle and some flat lace and some more lace. And down here I've got this whole box here in front is stuff that I'm going to give away because it's stuff that I have extra of or don't use anymore. And then I have in the back there's 3 containers, and there's just like miscellaneous stuff in there. One of them has like a bunch of transparencies, and then like there's 6-inch Cricut mats in there and some other stuff. Oh, and this one here, right here, has the flowers that I've gotten from my flower swaps from Your Paper Pantry in there. And then there's my Cricut cartridges, and in back there is a little box full of rickrack, like vintage rickrack, and binding, seam binding that I've gotten from thrift stores. And then I've got some cleaner there because I was trying to clean off the dust, but that's dye and ink and it won't come off. So, and then in this little antique colander thing, I have just stuff that I want to start using, just things I found in my stash that I want to use. And then in that bucket, that's a whole nother bucket of vintage lace. I've recently gotten a whole bunch of lace from thrift stores, and I've got way too much of it now, and I've got to start using it. So I just put it out so I'd see it and be able to use it. And then in these Jetmax cubes, I have lots of paper, and in the bottom there's chipboard. In the drawers, there's chipboard albums and extra glues and miscellaneous stuff. And then on this side, I have more papers and chipboard. And then in the drawers below, there's some Christmas paper and scraps of pattern paper and flowers. And then here, in this little guy, there's my melting pot. And then there's stamp pads and ink pads in the first two drawers. And then there's cardstock scraps. And embroidery floss is in the next drawer, and then a whole bunch of miscellaneous stuff that I haven't sorted through yet is in the bottom. And when we come up here, I've got all of my Martha Stewart punches and a couple EK6X punches. Those are border punches. And then all of my ribbons are in here by color. And then on the back wall, I'll kind of back up here so you can see, but that's all my paper. And I have a lot of paper. Too much paper. And I have it kind of separated. The top is like the paper stacks, and then the middle is like all of my smaller sized papers, 8x8 and 6x6. And then there's 12x12 papers in the top three drawers that are separated by color, and then in the next three drawers is 8.5 by 11 that's separated by color. And then that's all paper there. And then on the top here I have all of my satin for my lollipop flowers, and then there's tulle, and all of those are articles from the newspaper that have my daughter in them from softball. And then a couple things that I've made, and these are all my 12x12 layouts that need to go into albums. And then that's my phone ringing, just never mind it, I guess. And then in the corner here, you can still see there's the big hole in the wall that we haven't put a door up yet. And then all of this stuff that's here needs to go in to that space. That's going to be like a storage area. And then there's some papers and stuff stacked up there that I haven't gone through yet. And I think that those are going to be in my to give away file. And then in these shelves on the corner, or in the back corner here, I've got all my books. And I am trying to sell most of my idea books, so just keep checking my blog for those because I keep putting them on there. And then I've got a whole bunch of altered stuff that I can alter. And then in these two drawers here, I've got all homemade flowers in this one. And in this one is a bunch of adhesives that, they're like tape adhesives and things like that, and fabric tack. And then I've got, this is all crafty items here, foam and things. And then in this drawer here is all of my paper bag stuff for paper bag albums. And then I have all of my homemade bulk glimmer, not in spray bottles, because I like to use it when it, like to paint it on, because I think that the shine that you get is a lot better. And then down here in these two shelves, I have some stamps that I don't use anymore, or I haven't in a long time, and tissue paper, and a Xyron, and then I have all my vinyl. And then in this shelf I got from an auction, I'm sure you guys seen it not too long ago, and I just don't know what to put in it anymore. It didn't work out on my desk very good. I didn't really like it there, so I took it off. And now on the bottom, in the middle drawer, I have like all my excess Christmas embellishments. And then on the top, I just have like quote books and stuff like that. And then I have that on the wall. It's got a couple, 3 hooks on it. My husband put that up for me yesterday. And it's a mirror, and I'm just going to hang stuff from it. I don't know what yet. And then my chalkboard says under construction, because, well, that's kind of what it's been like here. And then I have all of my mounted stamps, my Stampin' Up! Stamps, and then some unmounted stamps. And then in this little container here, I have like my extra glue gun that I don't use anymore, and my extra heat gun. And that's pretty much it. So then you come around the corner here, and this is pretty much all mostly new stuff here. I put up 2 cup hooks and fishing line, and then I have them hooked up with these little bitty clothespins, tiny clothespins. And then I have a bunch of ribbon and some boxes that I made. This one is a Tim Holtz. I made it with Tim Holtz paper, and then my lollipop flowers on the top, and a couple bingo cards. I think I cut them out from the paper, or I got them from somewhere, I don't remember. And then that box back there in the corner, my Secret Santa made for me. And then I have another bird cage from Mandy. And then in these drawers here, I have like extra stuff, extra embellishments, things that I really haven't used in a long, long time. They're kind of like tags and things, and bottles and negatives from when I used to actually take pictures instead of digital pictures. And then a bunch of Foofala stuff. That's kind of old. And then in these drawers here, I have feathers, and then the bottom 2 drawers are felt. And then I just have like miscellaneous stuff in the bottom cubbies. And then when you look around here, I have all of my embellishments I've separated by color. And then I also have my embossing patterns and containers up here. Like I've got my UT, and that's all UT. And then in the back, there's like clear embossing powder, and I think diamond dust in one of them, and red embossing powder in the other. And then I just have like some mesh in here and some micro beads and a bunch of miscellaneous stuff there. And then I've got all my pictures that I have up here. And this isn't all my pictures, but they're so poorly organized, I need to work on that and figure out how I'm going to keep them together. And then I have just some extra miscellaneous stuff there. And you come around to this one, I've got my Cuttlebug and my dies and 8.5 by 11 white craft and black cardstock that I use a lot. And then I've got all my glitter, and that's supposed to say sparkle on there, not sark. But the P and the L and the E fell off, so I have to put them back on. And then I have a bunch of foam brushes and tags there. And then on top up here, I have all of my like vintagey art altered things that I use. I've got some Tim Holtz stuff in here and some Making Memories. And then a bunch of like ephemera and tags. And then I've got Scrabble pieces back there, and dominoes, and chalk stuff, and all kinds of stuff. And then I have some pictures hanging up here on my wall. And that's about it. That's the whole room. So thanks for watching, guys. And it was a long, hard process to get to this. It took me like 2 full days to clean it up. It was a pigsty. So I hope you like it, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.